Monsters is a sci-fi drama set in a near-future Earth heavily affected by alien life following a NASA probe's crash which dispersed extraterrestrial spores across northern Mexico 6 years prior. These spores spawned enormous alien beings, creating an infected zone that stretches along the border of Mexico and the United States. Military forces from both nations patrol this area to contain the creatures and avoid further contamination. The film centers on Andrew Calder, an American photojournalist, and Samantha Winden, the daughter of his wealthy employer. Andrew is given the responsibility of escorting Samantha back to the United States after she is injured in an incident involving the alien creatures. What starts as a simple task quickly morphs into a perilous and transformative adventure. Initially, Andrew plans to return Samantha home by ferry. However, a night out leads to the loss of his passport and her transit visa, leaving them with no option but to embark on an overland trek through the treacherous infected zone. This decision propels them into a perilous journey characterized by physical threats and profound realizations. They engage local guides to navigate the zone, navigating tensions with military personnel, witnessing the ruins of bombed towns, and facing the omnipresent danger of massive squid-like extraterrestrial beings. Interestingly, these aliens are portrayed as being not solely destructive but endowed with an enigmatic, almost mystical awareness. The environment resembles a war zone, but the true nature of the threat can be perceived as more misunderstood than outright hostile. Amidst the looming alien peril, the film's emotional resonance primarily derives from the developing bond between Andrew and Samantha. Andrew starts off as jaded, solely focused on capturing dramatic images of the alien chaos to advance his career, while Samantha embodies a more contemplative persona, questioning the ethics surrounding media exploitation and the human toll incurred by this militarized crisis. Their harrowing yet enlightening experiences, escaping dangers, witnessing devastation, and grappling with human vulnerabilities, foster a growing respect and affection between them. The broader narrative is underscored by imposing visuals of walls separating nations, naval vessels patrolling coastlines, and jets soaring overhead. It portrays a world fraught with fear and militarization. The alien beings, while dangerous, are not straightforward villains, rather they symbolize a new ecosystem that humanity struggles to comprehend. The destruction wrought by these creatures is tangible, yet it is paralleled by the devastation stemming from military actions and societal paranoia, compelling audiences to reconsider the intersections of fear, misunderstanding, and the cost of survival. In a powerful moment, the film depicts the aftermath of an alien assault on a small town where the remnants symbolize both tragedy and a resilient humanity. Life continues despite the horrors inflicted by the unknown, mirroring contemporary issues such as refugee crises and the devastation wrought by war and environmental collapse. As the protagonists Andrew and Samantha near the American border, they witness a poignant confrontation between two aliens. These beings, communicating through low sounds and bioluminescent displays, challenge the notion that they are mere threats. This critical scene suggests a deeper understanding of the aliens, indicating that humanity might have misjudged them. Upon reaching the border, Andrew and Samantha encounter further harsh realities. The American side is not free from devastation. Abandoned towns and power outages reflect the consequences of alien interactions, while the imposing border wall erected for protection ironically fails to offer safety. In their wait for rescue, the couple shares a tender yet profound conversation, showcasing their emotional evolution throughout their arduous journey. They emerge as transformed individuals shaped by their experiences. The film culminates in a moment of quiet reflection, prompting viewers to ponder the essence of humanity in a world where the true monsters may not be the aliens but rather our own fears and prejudices that lead to conflict. Monsters diverges from traditional sci-fi narratives by focusing on the human experience rather than alien invasion. Its low-key, naturalistic style, coupled with an emotional core, sets it apart from typical sci-fi thrillers. It serves as a meditative road film, political allegory, and romance enveloped within a science fiction framework. Director Gareth Edwards opts for minimal special effects and a micro-budget approach, emphasizing mood realism and the psychological effects of the unknown elements that contribute to the film's enduring resonance. Although the aliens are not prominently displayed, their presence looms large within the story. The fear surrounding them reflects broader societal anxieties regarding the other. The US-Mexico border acts not just as a geographical boundary but as a potent symbol of real-life divides, discussions about immigration, and the challenges of containment policies. Instead of providing easy solutions, the film advocates for empathy and encourages viewers to replace fear with curiosity, fostering a deeper understanding of the complexities surrounding human relationships in the wake of otherness. Through this intricate narrative, Monsters invites its audience to examine the values and emotions that define humanity in times of crisis. In the end, Monsters delves into the theme of alienation rather than focusing solely on alien havoc. The film poignantly explores the journey of two individuals discovering a meaningful human connection amidst overwhelming chaos. It suggests that true understanding may stem not from erecting barriers but from embracing a new perspective on the world and each other. The film begins with a harrowing military operation in a Mexican town under the cover of night. US soldiers are engaged in a tense evacuation of civilians while confronting a colossal alien being. The sequence is both abrupt and deadly, establishing a backdrop where encounters with extraterrestrial entities are terrifying yet a commonplace occurrence. The plot centers on Andrew Calder, an American photojournalist stationed in Mexico. Directed by his employer to locate and safely escort the employer's daughter Samantha Winden back to the United States, Andrew learns that Samantha is recuperating in a hospital after narrowly escaping an alien encounter. Initially hesitant, Andrew takes on the task, grumbling as it disrupts his ambition to document the alien conflict dramatically through his photographs. Upon meeting Samantha, who exudes a quiet composure, they embark on a journey northward to reach the US border via train. Their route is littered with visible remnants of devastation, derailed trains, abandoned towns, and disquieting graffiti cautioning about alien incursions. Initially, their exchanges are formal, yet a palpable tension and a shared curiosity simmer beneath the surface. Their journey leads them to a port city where they attempt to secure ferry tickets to the US. However, after a night spent in a local hotel where Andrew flirts with a local woman, he wakes to find his belongings, and notably Samantha's passport, stolen. This unfortunate predicament leaves them without crucial documentation, prompting the ferry officials to deny Samantha boarding. Faced with this obstacle, they reluctantly consider a perilous alternative, traversing the infected zone on foot. In search of guidance, Andrew engages a local guide to lead their passage through the perilous territory. Equipped with gas masks and protected by armed escorts, they begin their daunting expedition through the jungle. Their travels by boat take them through eerie swamps and remnants of civilization, with their guides displaying visible trepidation over the threats that lurk ahead. Silence punctuates the journey, occasionally interrupted by chilling sounds or alarming signs of alien life, upturned trees, luminescent spores, and the remains of colossal creatures. Venturing further into the zone, they camp for the night, only to stumble upon a decimated US military convoy, its soldiers either missing or lifeless. The palpable sense of dread heightens when a creature ambushes their guides, leaving Andrew and Samantha isolated and perilously exposed in the unforgiving landscape. Forced to continue their journey on foot, Samantha and Andrew seek refuge in an abandoned pyramid complex. Inside, they find a moment of emotional intimacy, sharing personal stories that reveal their fears and regrets. Samantha opens up about her engagement and her uncertainty regarding her return home, while Andrew discusses his fractured relationship with his young son. This deep exchange reveals their vulnerabilities, humanizing them and strengthening their bond. As they press on toward the US border, they navigate through dense forests and military checkpoints. After a weary trek, they finally reach the vast perimeter wall that separates Mexico from the United States. A border patrol unit comes across them and assists in facilitating their passage through a secure gateway. Though it seems like the culmination of their difficult journey, an unsettling feeling lingers in the air. Once on the American side, they discover a landscape that bears an uncanny resemblance to the infected zone they had just escaped. The town they enter appears desolate, its infrastructure dark and silent. As they search for assistance, they encounter an abandoned gas station. The atmosphere is eerily quiet until the tranquility is disrupted by an unforeseen spectacle. Two enormous alien creatures slowly approach each other. In a surprising twist, instead of engaging in violence, they exhibit a gentle and almost tender interaction, emitting soft lights and low-frequency sounds. It seems as if they are attempting to communicate or express some form of emotional connection. This unexpected encounter profoundly alters Samantha and Andrew's understanding of the aliens. Rather than being viewed as inherently aggressive beings, their nuanced behavior introduces the possibility of intelligence and depth within these creatures. Stunned, Andrew and Samantha begin to re-evaluate their preconceived notions about not only the aliens but also their own experiences during this harrowing journey. As they enter the gas station to call for help, moments of reflection emerge between them. In a revealing conversation, Samantha confides in Andrew that the idea of returning home no longer appeals to her. The weight of their shared experiences and the startling revelations they have witnessed seem to shift their perspectives on life, relationships, and the uncertain futures that lie ahead. The final scenes linger on their expressions, encapsulating the emotional turmoil and connection they have forged throughout their ordeal, leaving viewers with a sense of hope despite the surrounding chaos. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.